Hi. Just wanted to touch base. We're back in town after a few days away, and it's raining. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah. So Monday morning about 10, we took off for a suburb of Las Vegas where my youngest sister and her family live, and she was having surgery on her knee, little arthroscopic knee repair. Oh my gosh, she has so many things wrong with her knees. It was scary. And at first we thought she wasn't going to be able to put any weight on that leg at all. And she has torn rotator cuff, which sort of precludes crutches. You know what I mean, Vern? So we said, well, we've got time. Let's go and take care of her because her kids are at work during the week. And the first few days she's going to be on her own, and that's not good. So we get out there, and we actually pulled in the driveway just as her daughter was bringing her home from the surgery center, which was awesome. And her daughter had to go get her kids and would have had to leave her alone, so it was perfect timing. And I had boiled a carcass of a turkey and the broth, and I took a jar of homemade noodles, and so I was able to put together some chicken noodle soup like our grandma used to make for her for the first night, you know, when your stomach's kind of woozy from the drugs. And she was doing really well. It was pretty good. So we stayed a couple days, and every day she made these huge leaps forward, which was really incredible and wonderful. And then Thursday she was feeling good enough she wanted to get out. So she took us to breakfast with coupons that she has from a local casino. Amazing to live next door to a casino. But so we had a nice breakfast, and then we went out to this place called Montelago Village at Lake Las Vegas. And it's the most amazing place. I got to tell you about it because it was so cool. About 15 or 20 years ago, somebody had this brilliant idea to build a sort of a, I don't know, to me it was like a Disneyland, like small town. There's hills and things there. It's between Las Vegas and Lake Mead, and there's some hills and things, and so he just accentuated that, and then he built this huge horseshoe-shaped lake that's over 5 miles long, and then all around it he built, I believe at first there were 3 golf courses and a lot of little, he calls them lakes, I'd call them ponds, all built by people, not naturally, but really nice. And all of the buildings, everything there were 3 casinos at first, they're now just 1, I'll talk about that in a minute, but they're all designed to look like an old Italian village. And they're condos and homes and all kinds of little shops. And there's one little area that's all shops. There's a little local grocery store, and then typical touristy things, chocolate and coffee and gelatos and so on and so forth. And then they have a gathering area with a stage for music, and there was a boat on the lake. This all sits right on the lake. Everywhere you go, you're either looking at the lake or a golf course or both. It was quite attractive. And the streets are made out of pavers, but they're designed to look like European cobblestones. So it was very attractive and fun, and we pushed our wheelchair around and mooched around a couple of the shops, and mostly just breathed clean, beautiful air and looked at the pretty scenery and enjoyed the time together, of course. And then at the end, on the lake right there was this huge pontoon boat that they somehow convert to an ice skating rink. Hello, this is not a place where ice naturally occurs. But Anne said that she's heard a lot about it, and it's a very popular holiday activity, so that was pretty neat. And they had a Disneyland-sized Christmas tree, probably 12 stories high, and decorated with ginormous ornaments down, as you go up the tree. And there were lights in the trees, and it was really pretty and attractive. And then we went to an open house in a neighborhood that's still being developed, and where they only build on demand. They don't build on spec. So there were 2 models to go through. Bedroom closet for the master bedroom was bigger than my current living room. It was stunning. It was beautiful. They back up to a little lake. Part of it's on a little, they call it a lake, I'd call it a pond. Little lake, and then the little golf course up there. And all the front lawns are some new modern kind of AstroTurf that looks like real grass until you get right down on it. But then they're mostly xeriscapes, so that, you know, it's water friendly. It doesn't require a great deal of water. But so beautiful. Of course, double pane glass and well insulated, and these heavy tile roofs so that they hold out a lot of heat and stuff and keep in the cool central air, central blah blah. These houses were selling for under $300,000. And before you say, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money, please note that the same exact house, but the same exact builder out here in California on a bluff overlooking the ocean, started in the low 800,000s. And these gorgeous houses with custom cabinetry and, as I said, walk-in closets and real hardwood floors, not laminate, and granite countertops, that the amount of granite was beyond measure. Master bathrooms that you could host a party of 20 in, and, you know, really gorgeous, big, beautiful homes. Yeah, under 300,000 for the big one. That was, I think, 3,500 square feet. We would, of course, not need that much square footage, but it was fun to look at. So we just did that for entertainment. That was fun. And, oh, I was going to tell you, as we drove around the city, throughout the week we had gone runner errands, you know, picked up some prescriptions and picked up a battery for her blood testing device for the diabetes and just different things. And we kept noticing a lot more economic impact there than we have here in LA. We're really high in unemployment here, but they are, I believe, #1 in the nation for unemployment and recession suffering. And there were whole malls, brand new malls, that had not one tenant. Parking lots were empty. Be a great place to teach your kid how to drive. And every street, every residential street that we went on had little bitty blocks of maybe 20 houses would have 2 or 3 empty houses that had been foreclosed. It was just very sad and heartbreaking, and I thought, oh my gosh, think of all the shattered dreams. But hopefully they have hope that it's going to pick up soon, and I hope it does. But it was an interesting trip. So we did that, and then we got some dinner and took her home. She was really tired, but she'd had a good day, and I think she enjoyed it a lot. And so Friday morning there was rain forecast, which means snow going over the pass, and of course in California that's a big whooping deal. So we took off early enough to avoid that. Got home and had about an hour to clean up and change and get ready and make supper, and then we went to a family birthday party on Gary's side and visited with all of them, and got home, and my brother was here from out of town, and so we visited with him, and by the time we crashed last night, I was just a zombie. And we got up today early to get him off to his activities today, and we both took naps. We were so tired, and the rain is coming down, and it's just really nice because it's a nice steady drizzle on and off and soaking in, not running, no runoff into the streets, which is really nice when the grass gets a good solid drink like that. And of course it'll clear up in a few days and we'll be ready for the sunshine again, and that'll be nice. So that's really all I had to say. Life's good. I plan to ship my ornaments this week, Beth, this coming week. And I'll do a video on them. I recorded it, but I'm not going to put it up until people have received their ornaments based on Beth's request that they be surprises. And I think that's a nice idea. I like that. So I hope everybody's well, and thanks for watching. And, oh yeah, it's Gina's birthday today. Happy birthday, Gina. Bye.